Hi guys, Ronnie here. Welcome back to Table of Content. Alright, okay. I know it's been a minute. Haven't been on here. It's been a great summer and I've been away from the camera. Well, YouTube camera that is. I've been taking plenty of pictures, going on adventures with Scott, the family, friends. Oh my goodness, what a busy summer. I will catch you guys up maybe on the podcast, maybe on this channel, we'll see, but you will get that info. But for now, I figure it's spooky season. Welcome to spooky season. Spooky season being my favorite holiday. Like, next to my birthday, next to Christmas, nothing compares. I love scaring people. I love dressing up. When I was younger, I loved the sweets. I loved going out trick-or-treating, get some candy, eat it all in one night and get a stomach ache. But no, Halloween, hands down, my favorite time of year. Recently, we've been getting some foliage, we've been getting some oranges, some browns, and it's been feeling nice and cozy warm here in southern New Hampshire. And right around the corner from spooky season, Halloween, just a little while away, and I can't wait. Got some parties coming up, got some drag opportunities coming up, which I can't wait to go into detail later. Just to be clear and everything, you're gonna be seeing me paint myself and whatnot for this spooky pop art zombie look. I'm gonna do it sort of just like a tutorial and kind of chit chat with you guys. I'll be explaining what I'm gonna be doing, but my mouth will not be moving, so you just hear it in the background along with some spooky beats and some music. So without further ado, let's get started on this spooky zombie pop art look. Alright guys, so in today's video, we will be diving into this Mehron Paradise Pro palette. This 30 color palette giving you endless possibilities in body paint, face paint, with any color combination you could possibly think of. We're mostly going to be playing around here with this bright chartreuse green, a little bit of this sky blue, of course black among a few other colors. But first I'm going to dip into this little gray color here with a little thin pencil paintbrush, so that way it'll be able to map out my face and it'll be able to blend easier into the background. So here I am tracing out the outline of where I want my tooth line to be. I want it to be in a gash on both sides of my face. One side will be more opened up, but the other one will be more pulled apart skin. It looks like my teeth are really sunken in. On my nose here, I am sort of outlining the bone and where that empty space would be so that it's a little bit more sunken in. Now, since I'm going for a zombie look, of course I want to get those really sunken in deep eyes to make it look like I've been exhausted after years of wandering around eating brains. So I'm just outlining these little bags under the eyes once again with the gray, keeping it nice and thin so that way it makes cleanup a little bit easier. So once you got both eyes done and given that sunken outline look, lastly just put a halo around your forehead, which will be mapping out where your brain's going to be showing. So after mapping everything out, I'm starting out with my base here being that bright chartreuse green. I'm just taking it on a flat brush so that way it's able to spread along easier and I'll be able to blend it in that much faster. Gives it a little bit more coverage, of course, with leaving those spots that I've outlined. After getting that green base on, I'm gonna go back in with that black color in my eyebrows. I'm gonna outline and fill them and complete with the black. Matching one side to the other just like magic. So as you can see, I've already outlined where I want my teeth to go. I've outlined it using a white this time instead because we're going to go back and fill it in later. So now I'm just going to map it out onto the other side and going to go back and fill them in. Now trust me, it can be a little difficult and a little tricky to be as even as you can on both sides with your teeth, but just going slow and steady, breathing, being patient helps and goes a very long way. Just be steady as you can with your hand, outlining and then going back in to fill in the teeth later. So now after outlining your teeth, go ahead and fill them in with that same white paint you used to map them out. Next is where we fill in that empty space above and below the teeth with that deep red shade. I'm filling in closer to the top and bottom of the mouth area so that way it's going to create a little bit more depth and make it look more sunken in with your teeth. So again, just going along the outline of the green, you're going to do that on both sides from the top and bottom, leaving a gap in between the teeth that we'll fill in later with some pink. So once again, right beside that red shade, you'll want to put a lighter pink color close to the teeth to represent gums, filling in that remaining space and blending the lines together where that red and pink meet for a seamless gradient. Now, after doing some quick outlining in white and filling it in with the bone, I'm doing the exact same technique right on my neck to represent the flesh and muscle. Also too, I filled in my nose outline with the black to give it that sort of hollowed nose look. Now moving on to the under eye, grabbing a darker shade of purple for that immediate under eye, then filling in the remainder of the lower sagging, droopy under eyes with a lighter lilac shade of purple. Again, being patient, especially if your eyes begin to water, can always fix it later, that being the beauty of makeup. After finishing both your under eyes, fill in your forehead with a darker pink shade than you did your gum of your flesh tone. We'll go back in later to add some brain detail. Once finished, we're going to be moving on to our line work, and meaning the outlining in black that will give that real pop art effect. So right now I'm drawing those curved under eyes to give that more exhausted look to make sure my eyes are really sagging. So matching that both now to the other side, it's coming along nicely. Next, we'll be outlining the teeth. Again, being patient and using a thinner tip brush to get those sharp, defined lines in black. You're going to go along the edges of the teeth to fill it in and give it the more defined look. Now, after matching that outline to the other side, I've now added a few swirls to bring that brain together. Nothing crazy, nothing special, but added just a little bit more detail. Here, I'm going to be taking some micellar cleansing water with a Q-tip to remove a few spots on the green base where we'll go back in later with some color to show some pustulating pimples. Now I'm going back in with that lilac shade to fill in the spaces. Of course, once done, go back in and outline using the black thinner paintbrush. Next, we'll be moving on to the eyes, as always having time to prime. Pick up your favorite primer to both prep your eyelids and allow those shadows to really stick and pop. Now, you can use whatever palette you wish or whatever's in your arsenal, but here I'll be using the Cremated palette by Jeffree Star. First, dipping into this white shadow to lay down as our base. After covering both eyes, layer over the white in a glitter shadow. Now I'm going to be using an e.l.f. Cosmetics, kind of like a cream liquid shadow to add more color and texture to the eyes. Now to add even more detail, we're going to outline the entire eye area that we did in white and give ourselves a bit of a wing at the end to outline it and make the whole eye pop. Lastly, of course, can't forget about those big puckered lips. Dang it, I forgot to hit record when I was doing my lips, but pretty much all I did was outline them in a dark purple mauve shade and then filled them with a little bit of pink. Now I'm going to finish it off with a shimmery gloss. Once again, I'm going to be using that thin pencil paintbrush in black to be able to outline your lips and make them really pop. Well, I think this is it. That's the face and the neck all done. Well, guys, I think that's it. I think this is pop art zombie/glam look all done. I'm still in shock. Like, I'm looking at myself in the mirrors and everything, and I'm gagged. I'm literally gagged with how this came out right now. Oh my god, this came out so cool. Oh, the pop color and the green just makes it all go together. I've watched multiple different tutorials, but like just to get this down and see it come to fruition and come on done. Oh my god, this is so cool. I really hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves as much as I have coming along with me on this journey, following this tutorial, catching back up with me after some long time apart. Spooky season, guys, and trust me, this is only the beginning. So until next time, stay spooky, stay safe, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.